It's my favorite John Mellencamp song. I'm glad you wrote that, Eazy-G.
I don't know if I did.
Oh, you're so modest.
Did you hear Rick Perry resigning at the end of the year?
Rick Perry is resigning, yes.
He had a long run.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the most part, he was able to kind of keep his head down and not get in too much trouble in the Trump administration, which is not easy to do.
I guess I read an article today, and it says that Trump's going to already has somebody in mind.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Only the best people, Eazy-G. Trump surrounds himself with only the best people.
True, but at least this guy won't end up in jail, as far as I know.
Right, yeah. I think
so he's leaving a free man. That's a good
might be the smartest thing Rick Perry ever did. Former governor of Texas, of course. Hello to Brian Mackey, all the way from Idaho, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. Brian says, good afternoon. Jenny is in there, of course. Chris H. Space.
Oh, we just saw Jenny like a minute ago.
I know. She's everywhere. Wayne Noel joins us. Let's see. Also, John Heichel, or as the Honorable Gary S. Hopper calls him, Sir John of Heichel. Hello, John. Nice to see you in there. As well as Rocky Huber. Jenny and I finally met in person the great Rocky Huber.
No way.
And you, but you actually met Rocky before I did, didn't you?
Yeah, where did you meet him?
Actually, well, funny enough, because we just had Trudy here from the Hop Knot. Of course, the Hop Knot, our new sponsor here. And Jenny and I, the other night, after the show, we were on our way across the street to the Hop Knot, and that's where we ran into Rocky, right out here on Elm Street.
Oh, you don't live around here either.
How do you know where he lives? Are you stalking Rocky Huber?
No, because he lives in Massachusetts.
Oh, he does?
That's what he told me.
Does he really, though, or was he just telling you that so you don't follow him?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You don't know, do you, Eazy-G?
I don't know him very well, but he likes me a lot.
Right, of course. Well, you're a big star. Didn't he? Didn't he ask you for an autograph and a
no
selfie?
No autograph. No, no
okay.
selfie.
No selfie. Oh,
he just couldn't stop praising me. It was the funniest thing.
Really?
A couple weeks ago, the Amanda McCarthy show.
Oh, right. That's where you met him, right? At the Amanda
a couple
show.
Weeks ago.
Amanda's show. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, very good. Was he like awestruck? Was he like, "Oh my God, it's Eazy-G"?
Yeah, just about. I told you that story already.
I think you did.
I fucking...
Was it a story or more of an anecdote,
I can't believe
Eric?
it.
I like to be very precise about these things. Rocky Huber says, "No, I'm from Mass, but I live in Manchester." Oh, so he does live here. He's from Massachusetts originally.
Oh, I got mixed up in the story.
You got mixed.
I do that sometimes. My stories get mixed up.
I hadn't noticed that, Eazy-G. Really?
Yes.
Now, what's your shirt say there? Real Men Chill? Is that from Chill's Spa?
Yeah. Have you been there? Yeah. Have you been there yet?
I have not been to Chill's Spa, Eazy-G. I may investigate, though, at one point, because I need to find a new place to, because, I also do hypnotherapy.
Right.
And I need to find a new place to do that, and maybe that would be a good place if I can
oh, really?
Go and talk to Chrissy Cantor about that and see if there's maybe an opportunity to do some business there.
Your old place is no longer?
Well, for a while I was, doing it out of an office at home. But it's, sometimes the neighborhood is noisy and whatnot. It's really not the best place. I want to get back into.
Right.
Well, I want to get back into.
She's the woman to check with because she's the owner. So.
Yeah. Because I used to work out of Styling Souls. I don't know if you remember Styling Souls years ago when it was on Elm Street here in Manchester, and then they moved to Concord. So I was going up to Concord for sessions, and then they moved to.
Were they by the Dunkin' Donuts?
Then they moved to Pittsfield.
Were they by the Dunkin' Donuts?
No, not that far down, but before the snoo center here, if you're going in that direction. There's a candy store there now. Do you know where the candy store is?
Oh, by Market Basket? Straight from the basket?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, Rocky says, Hard G is my idol. So he idolizes your hip-hop alter ego, Hard G. You should spit some rhymes for him. Can you freestyle something, Eazy-G, or Hard G?
Will I see him at the Wild Rover tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Will you?
I don't know. I'm asking him.
Oh, he's asking you. He's Rocky. He's going to see you at the Rover, the Wild Rover. Now, what's going on at the Wild Rover tonight?
Amanda McCarthy, 8 o'clock.
Oh, right. Amanda McCarthy. Is she playing the entire evening?
Oh, she usually plays about 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Usually it's her...
That's crazy.
It's her gig time.
3.5 hours.
Usually. Sometimes longer.
That's a long time. That's almost as long as...
Takes a couple breaks.
It's almost as long as Springsteen.
Takes a couple breaks.
Springsteen does like 5.5 hours, I think. 3.5 of which is taken up by an extended rendition of Born to Run.
Excuse me. He's got a movie coming out apparently about his life, I guess.
Rocky Huber has a movie coming out?
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, right. Well, of course. Have you ever met Springsteen?
No.
Me neither. Do you like that song, Born in the USA?
I did. I saw him in concert. It lasted 4 hours. This was years ago.
It was 4 hours. That's a man with some stamina.
I don't know if he still does 4-hour shows, but boy.
Well, he's a little older now. I think now he does 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs some human growth hormone. He can get back to 4 hours.
Oh, boy.
Do you ever take that Eazy-G, human growth hormone?
No.
Help you feel young. You stick to the anabolic steroids. You're looking ripped. You are jacked, Eazy-G.
No steroids for me.
You are a jackhammer.
I'm going to start yawning again.
That's probably why your first album by Hard G was called The Jackhammer. Why are you yawning, Eazy-G?
I don't know. I do all the time.
You do all the time.
Take it after my mother.
Oh, your mother's a big yawner, is she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she yawns a lot.
Yeah, I take after her a lot.
Does she ever spit some dope rhymes? Is that where you got your skills?
No.
Okay. So what's going on, Eazy-G? What's new? Are you going to do any semblance of an entertainment report here for us?
I already did a little one.
You did.
Talking about Amanda McCarthy.
Amanda McCarthy,
One
yes.
of my favorite topics.
I've noticed that, Eazy-G. Yes. Well, would you like to drink out of that Hop Knot mug? Or are you set on your...
I like this old Christmas Carol mug.
You're trying to be polite. You really just don't want any of Jenny's germs. Is that what it is?
Yeah, true. I don't want her cooties.
Right. Oh, my goodness. Cooties. I haven't heard of that.
Hopefully she's not listening.
Decades. She probably is, and you've probably hurt her feelings.
Sorry, Jenny.
I mean, you shouldn't just go around accusing people of having cooties.
Everybody does.
Everybody goes around accusing everyone of having cooties?
No, but you remember when we were small, we used to say, I don't want that hat. He has bugs.
Or cooties.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's looking at me. Look the other way.
Right.
Sister used to say it all the time. Don't look at me.
Right. Yes. I often say that in moments of terrible shame and embarrassment.
We didn't get along when we were younger. We always fight all the time.
Who didn't get along?
You and my sister.
Oh.
But you had brother, sister?
I have 2 half-sisters and a half-brother, and I never see any of them.
I bet you two used to fight sometimes.
I've been ostracized. I'm the black sheep of the family, Eazy-G.
When you were younger, did you have some rumbles?
No.
Never?
No. Well, I was already, like my brother, I was already like 18 when he was born. So I'm not gonna beat up a baby, Eazy-G. How dare you?
All right. Well, I didn't know what the age is.
Jeez.
All this half stuff is.
And my sisters, I'm not gonna beat up girls, Eazy-G. Well,
Yeah.
what do you take me for?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
I think I'm a terrible person. I mean,
Well, disagreements. I didn't really say rumbles, but disagreements.
right. I mean, we already know I'm going to hell because I'm pro-choice and
true.
pro-gay marriage.
Get burned.
But I'm not gonna
Get out of my room.
What?
My sister used to tell me that all the time.
Right.
Get out of my room.
Oh, yes. And then what would you do?
I would get out of the room eventually.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Now, how would she say it? Would she say, like, get out of my room? Or would she be like, get out of my room?
Get out of my room.
She'd say it like that? Scat?
Yeah.
She'd tell you to scat?
Scram.
Now, what is your relationship? I've never heard you talk about your sister before. What is your relationship like with her now?
Well, it's a lot better now because we're older and more wiser.
Right.
Back then we were younger.
Is she an older sister or younger?
Well, she's 50 now, so I'm 51, so
Oh, so she's younger.
I used to get in trouble all the time.
Why?
I don't know, it's just because I didn't know how to behave. I was a hellraiser.
Didn't know how to act, as the young people say
I
now.
was a hellraiser.
You were a hellraiser?
Yeah, throw sand in her face.
Oh, my good. You threw sand in your sister's face.
Yeah, just stand in the corner.
You could have blinded her. Why would you do that, Eazy-G?
And then kneel in the corner for like 10 minutes.
You had to kneel in the corner? I've never heard of kneeling in the corner. I've heard of standing in the corner. You had to kneel?
I think for 10 minutes, yeah, because I was really bad.
Did you have to wear a dunce cap?
No.
Oh, okay. That would be
I was
humiliating.
really bad, though. I should have done that.
Well, no, you shouldn't have done. You definitely, throwing sand in another human being's face is not a good thing, Eazy-G.
Oh, I was only like 6 years old, but still.
Right. Wow. Did you also have like a little 666 on the back of your neck or something?
No.
Be doing stuff like that? That's terrible. But did your sister forgive you, or does she still kind of hold a grudge today?
I think she probably forgot that story. So.
She's probably listening right now, and she's like, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Damn my brother. Damn him to the blackest hell. Do you think your sister is damning you to hell right now?
I hope not.
I hope not, too. Well, I mean, even if she is, it's not like she doesn't actually have the power to damn you to hell, Eazy-G. Only God can do that.
Sure, or maybe Father Bruno.
Maybe Father Bruno. I haven't heard from Father Bruno in a while. I miss him.
Yeah, maybe then, I don't know what he's been up to.
Brian Mackey says, LOL, in Louisiana, they make you kneel on rice in the corner. Ooh. But we don't do that up here. You didn't have to kneel on rice, did
I
you?
just kneeled in the corner.
That'd be bad for your knees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I didn't throw sand in her face after that, though. I learned my lesson.
Well, that's good, Eazy-G. It's unfortunate that it took kneeling in a corner to teach you not to throw sand in your
I misbehaved. My
sister's
parents
face.
took my TV away. It's like no TV privileges for like a week or two.
A week or two?
Yep.
So what did you do during all
I don't
that
know.
time?
Just a variety of bad things.
Wait, you just kept
I
doing...
don't remember them all, but...
You were like, I'm being punished for doing something bad, so I'm just going to do a variety of other bad things?
I just did some bad things. I don't remember what they were, but they weren't good.
All right. Well, let's go through some potentials and see if we can jog your memory. Any arson? Did you ever burn anything down?
Oh, no, but I did play with matches one time.
You did play with matches.
And I got in big trouble for that.
Right, because you could potentially burn something down.
Oh, yeah, I had to write an apology letter to my grandmother who lived upstairs.
Oh, because you almost burned
House down.
you almost burned down the house, and
My sister told on me.
you could have charred your grandmother.
My sister told on me.
Well, I think she did the right thing, Eazy-G.
Burning baseball cards.
Wow. Why would you burn baseball cards?
I don't know. Lance dared me to do it. So you know your friend dared you to do it, you do it.
No, Eazy-G. I no. That's a terrible idea. If someone's daring you to do something, it's usually
He was
because
a bad
it's
influence on me. He was
bad influence.
He was a bad boy.
What was his name?
Lance Boone.
Lance Boone.
Yep.
He sounds like a bad seed. Never trust anyone named Lance or
Yeah.
with the last name Boone.
But technically, it was my fault when I look back at it, the old story.
Well, we are all responsible for our own actions, Eazy-G.
I was only a teenager at the time, like 12 or 13. So
You almost inadvertently murdering your grandmother in a fire would have been your own fault in the end.
yeah, true.
Yeah, and then you'd have to live with that. I mean, can you imagine? Would you even be able to sit here and think about it if you had actually inadvertently murdered your grandmother in a fire where she burned to death? One of the worst ways to die. Can you imagine burning to death in a fire?
Wasn't thinking back then.
Yeah, that almost happened to your grandmother, Eazy-G. My goodness.
Yeah, I got into big trouble for that.
Well, I bet. Now, is your grandmother, is she still with us or?
No, she's gone.
Okay. Now, is she gone because you burned her to death?
No.
Some other way?
She just died because she was old.
Oh, right. How old was she?
She was high 70s, I think.
High 70s. Well, that's pretty good.
She had a lot of health issues. She smoked for a long time.
Oh.
That didn't do her any good, unfortunately.
No, I mean...
She broke her hip, and she had a lot of health problems.
Right, right. Now, how is your mother?
Oh, she's not doing well at all.
Oh, no, really?
Oh, she's home now, but she's in a lot of pain. She just fell 2 weeks ago. She had
Yeah.
concussion now on top of things.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I am sorry
Visiting
to hear
nurses
that.
coming by today. And she got 4 doctor's appointments next week.
Oh, wow. Well, at least she's home now. Is she happy to be home?
Oh, I happen to be home. It's still a lot of pain.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a mess.
But she's going in the right direction, right? At least it sounds like.
Yeah,
hopefully.
it's just a big mess because her health is just awful right now.
Yeah, yeah. And how is the king of all farts?
I just saw him a few minutes ago. He seems to be doing okay, but
Yeah. Is he gaseous?
I think he's overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. No, I can imagine. I
I told him to keep your health. So, while the other one's not feeling well.
Right.
Because then we have 2 of them sick. Boy, we're in big trouble.
Right, right. And then what would you do, Eazy-G? You'd have to take care of both of them.
I don't know. But that can happen a lot of times when one of the when you get older, one gets sick, and then the other one has to take care of them.
Right.
And then the other one starts to feel sick.
Right.
Because it's a lot of work taking care of someone sick.
Right. Absolutely.
As you've discussed many times with your when you had that thing at City Hall the other day, Concord.
Yes,
the pain thing.
The Don't Punish Pain rally. Yep.
It's hard taking care of someone you love when they're in a lot of pain.
Right.
Not easy.
It's not easy. No. How about you, Eazy-G? How's your health?
Oh, as compared to my mother's, a lot better than hers.
Yes. So you haven't broken anything or fallen
Nothing I'm
down?
aware of.
No concussions?
No, not since I was 16. So.
What happened when you were 16 where you had a concussion?
Oh, I fell off my bike.
Oh.
I hit the cement on the floor.
Oh.
I could have died that day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I fell off a 25-foot cliff when I was 8 years old, the first day of 4-H Club.
I remember you talking about that, yeah. Now, did you...
I could have been dead that day, too.
You could have been. Now, did you sue 4-H?
No, he stood, and nobody sued back then, but my parents could have sued him, and I could have sued again when I was 18, but back then nobody sued. And they paid all the medical bills, and obviously we never went back, and years later the place burned to the ground. But it wasn't me.
Wait a second.
It wasn't me that did it. It wasn't me.
Whoa, hold
That's what
on.
Peter White said.
Hold on, Eazy-G.
It wasn't me.
Hold on. Just a second. It wasn't you. Now, isn't it interesting? That gets an air horn, Eazy-G.
It wasn't me, everybody.
I only use that air horn when someone on the show sort of almost, but not quite, confesses to arson. Now, Eazy-G,
it wasn't me.
Isn't it interesting that...
They rebuilt the place now, apparently.
Right. Oh, just in time. You can... now, isn't it interesting, though? I have to point this out, Eazy-G. You go out of your way to say it wasn't me. Like, it's kind of like this, Eazy-G. This is what makes me suspicious.
All right.
So when I was a kid...
Peter White said the same thing.
When I was a young man, a wee lad, a young urchin, my mother, after she had explained to me about the birds and the bees, as they say, which is a bit of a dated term, for some reason my mother had the big talk with me, not my father. But after my mother had explained this to me, on a separate occasion after that, my mother went out of her way, without any prompting from me, without me ever asking, went out of her way to assure me that I was not, as she put it, an accident, that I was planned.
Oh, no.
Now, her going out of her way to tell me that, her going out of her way to volunteer that information always kind of made me feel like I probably wasn't planned, because why else would she go out of her way to tell me that I was when I hadn't even asked?
Oh, no.
Now, and not that I care either way, and I didn't care when I was a kid, because my attitude was always, well, I'm here now, so what's the matter? But Eazy-G, when you mention that the 4-H club had burned down, and
to the ground.
Without any, to the ground, yes. Yeah. Almost sounds like you were there, because you seem to know a lot about it. It's interesting to me.
I didn't shed any tears about it either.
Yeah. Oh, really? No kidding.
I didn't.
Oh, that's a big surprise, Eazy-G. So it's very interesting to me that you would tell us about that, and then with no prompting from me, you would go out of your way to say, "Oh, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Honest officer, it wasn't me." Oh, and by the way, did I mention it wasn't me? Very interesting to me, Eazy-G. Very interesting.
I got yelled at years ago. This is when I was older, probably like 20-something. They canceled the GIR sports show. I used to call them all the time, chit-chat with sports. And I said, I'm really mad. I think I'm going to burn the station down. And then my mother in the background, Eric, you can't say that.
Okay, so you have a pattern. You have a history of impulses to commit arson, is what you're saying.
And I got the guy on the radio said the same thing. Eric, you can't say that. I said, I know, I'm sorry. Because what if the station did burn to the ground? We were looking for you.
Wait, who, so
this is years ago when I was like 20.
So you wanted to burn down a radio station?
Yeah. Because they canceled the sports show and I was really bad.
So you took your sports pretty seriously.
I always have, yeah. I shouldn't have said that, though, because what if the station did burn to the ground? They'd be looking for me. Right,
they would be, yes. Well, it's...
Thankfully, it never has, so.
Right. Well, that's a good thing, now...
Cool. Fire! 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 Fire!
So have you ever been on Kyle Heavey's show, his sports show?
No, I have not.
Now, does he not have you on because he's afraid you're going to burn him?
I don't know. Usually I'm at church those hours, though.
Now, why are you at church during those hours, Eazy-G? Are you trying to repent for your urges to commit arson?
In the Wall Street Journal today that church attendance is down, but they're not telling me anything, brothers and sisters, that I don't know.
Right. You already know that church is down.
Church attendance.
Church attendance. That's what I meant. Yes.
It's down.
Now, that's probably a good thing, though, for you, right? Because if the rapture happens, aren't you more likely to be swept up and raptured if you have less competition because there's fewer people who are going to church?
Yeah, well, my friend is a deacon in the Catholic Church, and he says being a Catholic is the hardest path to heaven.
I heard they call him Deacon Blue.
Because there's so many rules you got to follow.
I hope somebody out there got the reference, but because I thought that was clever. I'm sorry, what? Because there's so many rules you have to follow if you're Catholic?
He admits that, yeah.
If you're Catholic, it's like you have to be really into aerobics because you go to church and you got to sit and then kneel and stand and kneel and sit and kneel and go up and get the wafer and come back and sit and kneel and drink the wine and do the peace be with you and kneel and sit.
If you go to St. Joe's Church, they don't do the wine anymore.
They don't? Why not?
I don't know. Because they stopped doing it during one flu season, and then they continued not doing it.
I was raised Catholic, and I never went up and got the wine because of fear of hepatitis. And I'm actually not saying that to be funny or to be irreverent or to be offensive.
Right.
That literally is true.
When you go to First Church, you can get a little piece of bread, or you can get a wafer.
Yeah.
Not a wafer, but a little piece of gluten-free rice cake.
Oh, gluten-free. Good.
And you can get a little cup like this small, and it's grape juice. And you get your own cup.
Right. Oh, well, that's smart.
Yeah.
But you get the gluten-free, so it's better to have some gluten-free Jesus, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, because Jesus was gluten-free, from what I understand.
Yeah.
No, it's in the Gospel of Mark. Jesus was he was gluten-free, he was a vegan, and didn't care much for immigrants, I guess, and very much loved rich people.
Yeah, the other day I got my 6 months ago
and very pro-war
hepatitis A shot, and then I got a booster shot this past month, and I just got my flu shot, so I'm well protected.
You're getting more shots than
hepatitis A is a bad thing right here in Manchester.
Oh, I've heard.
Unfortunately.
Oh, believe me,
not that I'm a germophobic like Howie Mandel is on America's Got Talent. He won't even shake anybody's hand.
That's true. He's a germaphobe. Did you know? You and I know someone who has acknowledged having that particular ailment.
I definitely I have hepatitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
hepatitis and herpes, the double H.
Boy.
That's not all that's wrong with him either.
I definitely I have
Swamp ass.
And then, of course,
I definitely
I have osteoporosis.
That's why he's shrunk so much. He used to be 6'10", now he's only like 6'9" and a half.
Oh boy.
No. I saw Peter White last night, of course, at the national. What I do that every time. The New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters, the Granite Mike Awards.
Yeah, I heard you. Food was served when you got there.
All right, so here's the problem, Eazy-G. My evening was one of a tremendous disappointment, and I'll tell you why. So I always look forward to the awards dinner. I always look forward to getting to hang out with Peter White, and last night it was Peter White, and of course Ben and Daryl Dion were there, and it was a lovely time. Rob Azevedo was not able to make it, but I always look forward to the dinner, and I look forward to the buffet. Well, I got there last night, Eazy-G, and Ben Dion. I got there late, of course, because the whole thing starts at 5 p.m., but I'm not off air till 6.
Right.
So I get there late. But I get there, and Ben Dion catches me coming in and breaks the news to me because he knew I would be disappointed. Oh. No buffet. We got a salad and some chicken, a plate of... Everybody got the same thing, and a plate of chicken with potatoes and beans and... Eazy-G, I was crushed. I didn't eat the chicken. I don't eat chicken anymore. I've lost my taste for chicken.
Really?
For one
No
thing.
more chicken?
No more chicken. I'm done with chicken.
All right.
And
what do you normally eat? Like fish and turkey?
No, I don't like fish or turkey either. I have the palate of an 11-year-old boy.
What do
Eazy-G.
you eat then?
Well, I enjoy. Actually, I do eat a lot of salads. Sometimes we get salads at Hannaford's. I eat a lot of salads lately.
All right, that's good.
I don't eat much meat anymore.
Are you a vegan now?
No. I'll never be a vegan. But I like cheese and I like eggs and.
All right, I'm a bacon.
But I like bacon. I don't eat much bacon anymore, but I do enjoy. Well, everyone loves bacon unless you're like some communist freak weirdo. But
all right.
But I have to tell you, Eazy-G, that I was very. Because, as I'm sure you're aware, because I say it all the time, it's my stomach's world, and you all just live in it.
Yeah,
And,
Peter White wasn't impressed with the salad.
Yeah, the salad was a little small.
There was a drop of sauce on it there.
Yeah.
Well, not sauce, but
Dressing. Yeah. Wasn't great. But it was still nice to go there, and I got this cool bag, which this thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's where the food budget went this year, because everybody got these. Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah, and for those of you just listening who aren't watching online, it's this bag that with wheels and the thing, you pull it out and you push it around.
Peter White didn't talk that up.
Oh, yeah. So that was pretty cool.
All right, so put aside the food fiasco. The bag is better.
Jenny in the Facebook live chat says the corn chowder is vegan at the Hop Knot, and it is awesome. Yeah, so you can, when you go to the Hop Knot, you can try the chowder. Or as we say here in New England, the chowder.
Yeah, I like chowder, but it doesn't like me because it's loaded with milk.
Right, and are you lactose intolerant?
Yes.
I don't drink milk.
So if I went there, I'd probably just have maybe a pineapple juice.
I don't like pineapple. It gives me cankers. When I was a kid, I would drink gallons of milk. Today, the idea of drinking milk repulses me.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
All right.
But I think I'm lactating. My shirt's wet.
Oh, boy.
Well, Eazy-G, I don't know if I told you about this, but this might sound incredible, but recently I went to the doctor, and because I'd always been curious, and so I got some x-rays done, and it turns out I actually have fallopian tubes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, can you believe it? I always kind of suspected.
I don't believe it.
So I had some x-rays, and
I don't believe it.
Well, I get a little teary-eyed at the end of movies sometimes and whatnot, and I do enjoy the Hallmark Channel. So I kind of wondered, is there something like, do I have some girl parts somewhere that I don't know about? And it turns out I do. Quite remarkable. Even though I know in these politically correct times we're supposed to pretend
I used to watch the Hallmark Channel.
There's no gender. You used to watch the Hallmark Channel, Eazy-G?
When I had the cable package.
Oh, did you? What would you watch on the Hallmark Channel?
This would be some stupid movies sometimes when nothing else was on.
Right. Yeah.
And now my TV died, so no more TV.
Your TV is dead?
What happened was the crazy government changed they digitized the channels over.
Yeah.
They moved to a different frequency, and I couldn't rescan my TV anymore. So it was really old, anyways. It was one of those unscanned TVs. So it was probably like 20 years old, and I already broken it a couple times. And the King of all farts had mixed it up a couple times for me, the way he can only Mickey Mouse things.
Well, that's
and then when the government changed the channels over on August 3rd, I lost all my 4 channels I had.
Well, that's another reason we need to get rid of Trump.
Shame on him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is the president. He's the head of the government.
But apparently, some people, I think, with a better on-screen TV can get more channels. But I was looped out. And I even tried another thing that my folks gave me, and I tried that, and I got 0 channels.
Do you believe in conspiracies? It could be a conspiracy against you.
Well, I'm not the only one. I'm probably not the only dummy that lost his channels. So.
What if you are, though? What if you're literally the only one who lost his channels?
I don't think I was. Because
there's this thing, Eazy-G. Are you familiar with TIs? Targeted individuals.
No.
They think they hear voices in their heads, but it's actually the government harassing them and giving them a hard time. Have you ever had amnesia? Do you have difficulty remembering your past? Is it possible that you were at one time some sort of government operative,
no.
and then they wiped your memory clean, but now they're targeting you to try to keep you in line, and you are, in fact, a target? I know someone who's a targeted individual. His name is V. You should talk with him. I think you might be a targeted individual, Eazy-G.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear strange, loud noises for no reason?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right. Yeah. Interesting you went out of your way to say no. I think you really mean yes.
No.
All right, Eazy-G. It's funny how you laugh nervously after you say that. Almost as though I'm on to something that you just aren't ready to confront, which I completely understand. I mean, I wouldn't want to admit that either. I'd be freaked out. I'd be like, oh, my God, what if he's right? Do you ever have a moment like that, Eazy-G, when you're sitting here on the show with me where you think, oh, my God, what if he's right? Does that ever happen? I would think it would.
Yeah, I was thinking the young kid, is his name Chris?
Christian Lacoste, yes.
He must be all done with that school this week.
I think so.
He must be happy.
I think he's out on a date with a cougar right now.
Really?
While we've been trying to hook him up with a cougar.
Priscilla?
No. Are you saying Priscilla's a cougar?
Well, she is older.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Priscilla.
Well, Eazy-G. I know you're not saying she's old, but no woman likes to be called older either.
I'm sorry, Priscilla, if you're listening.
Yes.
Sorry.
She's only,
Sorry.
She's young. She's only in her mid-30s, I think. She's a young woman.
Yeah.
You make it sound like she's an old maid or something.
No. Well, according to... Well, Chris is only 19, so...
Right. So you're saying, in contrast with Christian Lacoste, she's old, is what you're saying.
Right. She's older.
Goodness. Well, I think they would make a lovely couple.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Now, when I was a younger man, Eazy-G, I would tend to date older women. My first girlfriend, her name was Cindy. I was 16 and she was 20. And she had her own apartment. So...
No, you were 16?
I had a really good time at 16. Yes, I was 16 and she was 20.
That brings me up to remember of a story. They have a couple of kids now. They're married now. Steve and Laura from Kmart days. He was 20 and she was 16. And we always used to tell him, don't get in trouble. She's underage.
No, age of consent in New Hampshire is 16.
But we just told them, don't get in trouble, meaning that kind of trouble.
Right.
But now they're married and have a couple of kids, and they're big wrestling fans. I haven't seen it forever. But
yeah. Now, did you ever date an older woman, Eazy-G?
No, but I saw a friend of mine. It was funny. I forget her name now. I saw her a couple weeks ago at the Amanda McCarthy show. And she waved to me when she came in, and I said, looking at her, I said, I hadn't seen her for years. I used to work with her at JCPenney's. And I used to sweet on her a lot. But she looked nice.
I don't think I've ever heard the word sweet used as a verb.
Well, you were saying it. I was sweet on people. I used to sweet on this lady. I forget her name, but it was nice to see her, though.
Well, but you used
I
it
hadn't
as
seen her for a long time.
You used it as a verb, though. You said you used to sweet on her.
It was just a one-way sweet, though.
I'm not knocking it. There's nothing wrong with that. I've never heard it used that way. Well, I like it, though. It's like the new hip lingo. That's like what all the kids are saying now, probably. Yo, I'm sweet on... No, not... They say, yo, I'm going to sweet on her. Which means...
I forget her name right now, but...
Whose name?
The lady a couple weeks ago at the Amanda McCarthy show.
Yeah, so she waved at you?
Right, then I look at her and I came over like half an hour later. I said, I know you? And she goes, yeah, I'm so-and-so from JCPenney. I said, oh, yeah. Her hair was all curled up. It looked nice.
Did you say to her, I used to sweet you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should have. You should have, and then she might have, because you never know, Eazy-G, she might have gazed into your eyes and said, I used to sweet you too. And then you have like a spontaneous, passionate kiss right there. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That could be the start of a whole new relationship.
Yeah.
Are you looking for love, Eazy-G?
Who isn't?
Oh. Well, if you're not a single individual, then you're not, because you already have it.
Right.
Well, then again, have you ever seen any of the statistics on marital infidelity? Oh my goodness, it's discouraging. Not good. No,
Probably half marriages fail.
More than half. I think it's up to like 60% now.
Even the gay marriages fail.
I suppose
They do.
No, I'm sure they do.
People get in disagreements and they say, see you later.
It's almost as though gay people are just like straight people.
Almost.
Well, I was being sarcastic. Of course they are. But as you know, I support gay marriage, Eazy-G. One of the reasons I'm going to hell, that and I'm pro-choice.
Yeah.
Do you support gay marriage?
Well, if they want to do it, I guess.
If you were gay, would you get married?
Well, I'm not gay, so
No, but I said if you were.
I don't have a problem with it.
Right. You don't have a problem with being gay? So you might be gay?
Oh, I'm not gay.
Right, but you don't have a problem with being gay. So maybe someday you'll be gay.
I don't think so.
Then we'll have to pray away the gay with Marcus Bachman.
Oh, boy.
I'm trying to book Marcus Bachman on the show.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
You know Marcus Bachman? He's the husband of former Congresswoman Michelle Bachman. He runs one of those clinics where they pray away the gay.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
I don't think so either. I also think that Marcus Bachmann, if you've ever seen him or heard him in an interview, he's running away from something. You know what I mean?
I talked to a friend of mine that was big gay, and he says that when it went to work, he says that's crazy.
Right. I agree. But you go to a church where they're actually okay with that, right?
I got a couple different churches.
They're okay with the gay?
Right. The Catholic Church is not, though.
No, the Catholic Church,
That is shuns it.
they fully embrace irony and do not embrace the people being gay.
Even though I know some priests that kind of like the guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Amy Hazard King.
Unfortunately.
Amy Hazard King joins us in the Facebook live chat, and she is a top fan. And she says, good afternoon, guys. She has top fan status. Are you a top fan, Eazy-G?
Well, I'm not on Facebook on your show that often, so I don't know if I'll get
Why?
top
You're
fans.
afraid it's going to make you gay?
No.
Okay. Have you ever met someone who you were surprised that they were gay?
I've known a lot of people over the years.
Yes.
My former manager at Kmart, I forget her name, she was gay.
Mm-hmm. Is she the one you were sweeting?
No.
Because that'd be funny, because she'd be like, she wouldn't be
I know
interested.
a lot of people over the years.
Yes, yes. All right.
That's their business.
Right, right. So did you do an entertainment report this week on the morning show?
I did.
Yeah. How did it go?
I think it went all right.
Yeah. What did you talk about?
A lot of entertaining stuff.
Oh, good. Well, that is the entertainment report.
Got some hot stuff in the bag.
Some hot stuff in the bag.
Yep. I got to get going, though, because I got to have my dinner soon. So. On that friendly note.
All right.
And I want to keep tradition, but never staying for the... I only did it once.
You did say once.
Right, I want to keep it going, though.